So here's a Fei'i from here in Kauai, up here in North Shore watershed. Boy, this thing's doubled in size in just overnight. And from stalk to top, we're talking about 16, 18 feet easily. And then over on the other top of the roof there, you can see the other fruit that's just bursting out the top. The peduncle is totally bent over. Here, I'll take you over and show you. Yeah, look at the size of that rack, huh? Unreal. There we are. So my guess is that's probably 60-80 pounds worth of bananas. That's about 2.5 feet of a rack. And I'll bet the fruit base on that's got to be 4.5 inches long. Peduncles maybe 2 feet long right now. And that male bud's still going. I think it's just going to keep going. It must produce a lot of nectar or pilali because the honeybees have been on it really aggressively. But I don't know when this is going to finally show color. The bananas are filling out, but I think I still got a month or so on this. And we're already at about 170 days since it first showed fruit or flower, like the one over on that side. That's where that other flower's at. All right, and one identifier for us we noticed is you see the flare in here, and there's this really significant ribby-like flare that happens at the bottom of the leaves, and this is a pretty big identifier if we see a really small one out in the field. Plus, kind of like Sabah variety, it gets a really deep dark trunk to it with almost kind of like vegetative lines that'll pull down. It does behave different than regular bananas. Like this keiki here is a shoot out from the mother here, so that's almost 2 feet away before it popped up ahead. And that's what a lot of them do. They don't just bunch right from the bottom. They tend to throw a big long sucker out and up. And the pigs eat these. The pigs will destroy Fei'i corms and chew them up, unlike the other bananas. And here, let's see if we can get some color out of that break. Just a little bit there. You can just see some of that purple in the sap without hurting our banana here. You see that purple? It's a very distinct purple. You could practically paint with this stuff. There we go. And you start getting that purple bleed. Look at that, like blood. Pretty wild. So yeah, I hope that's helpful. That's our Fei'i here, and these are pretty much the same characteristic what I've heard for most Polynesian Fei'i, except for usually they don't sucker much, and mine suckered a whole bunch. So that's just that for that. Anyway, aloha. First acid-free white pineapple. Look at all the suckers it's putting up around the bottom. That's pretty trippy, huh? Who knows how big that's gonna get. This is a pride and joy. These things are so effing spiky. They're not fun to get in next to, but that keeps the pigs or other critters from eating them too. And they are a decorative pineapple, obviously, but they're very sweet. They're really good. Almost like the white pineapples, kind of a cross between the white and the yellow. So yeah, pretty proud of those coming up. First real pineapples of the year. And then these spotty little keikis are some dwarf Williams brought off the Nepali, because I know they don't have bunchy top. And but these will be my bunchy detectors. These will fruit at about 5 feet and put a big old rack out. And then this is a peanut butter berry bush, peanut butter jelly tree. And I just bent my starfruit over. I'm throwing a bunch of flower right now. I got to keep them low, bend them or cut them, keep them down here where I can get the stuff, or it just turns into bird food. This is the marang, Artocarpus melon from seed. I got this guy bent too. That way, in time, we'll be able to climb the tree and get to the fruit. Keep him down here with us. Got a bunch of durians coming up. Young durians and a mix of other stuff. Getting some planting out. Bees are pretty happy. Somehow they stay active even in the rain. Got all kinds of stuff going on here. So we got the yam fences up. So this is all that aerial yam from last year, and I'm going to keep the bases in the ground now and only take the aerial yams that come up. But they're just getting going. This whole section is going to be yam and some vetiver. Anyway, aloha from Kauai. Hope everybody else is getting plenty of rain like we are.